Hi, UKSG. Hi, everyone. I'm Darkshoxx. I'm here with Howlin' Matt Mike.
Hello again.
Again on the mic. And I'll bring you 3 point-and-click games from the 1990s. We begin with the 7th guest. Then we move on to Myst. Both of these games very important in the distribution of the CD-ROM format. And then we finish it off with Phantasmystgoria. Also point-and-click, notable from Sierra with 7 CDs, I believe. And 7th guest and Phantasmystgoria, both known for being very having a lot of gory cutscenes. Sadly, we don't get to see them because, well, it's a speedrun. We skip all the cutscenes. I know him also from speedrunning 7th guest, but you speedrun 7th guest VR.
I do the VR because
He's got world record.
yeah, just to go with Darkshoxx. I don't want to bore anyone, but it is 7th guest, the 7th guest, and Myst, both released, I think, in 1993.
Yes.
And it is very hard to understate just how majorly important they were to PC gaming at the time.
True.
CD-ROMs were a complete luxury item. I know for at least for the 7th guest, there's a figure bandied around that the release of the 7th guest increased CD-ROM sales by something like 400%.
That makes sense.
And, you know, without these two games, PC gaming would not be, it would still be around today, but it would not be where it is today without them. This is just how important these two games are. So I absolutely love them both.
Absolutely great games.
And Phantasmygoriya as well.
Oh, yeah.
Sierra, Roberta Williams.
Of course.
The godmother of point-and-click adventure games. Anything by Roberta Williams is well worth checking out.
Indeed. All right.
But I think without any further ado, we're ready for the 7th
I'm ready.
guest.
Right.
Right, I'm hovering. Tell me when you're ready.
And 3, 2, 1, go. All right. 7th guest, the crazy toy maker invited 6 guests to his house and wants to fulfill their every wish. Every room has a puzzle. This one begins with cake. I think every game should begin with cake.
Is the cake a lie?
Oh, God. Not such controversial questions. Next one. Try to build a sentence in the English language, but the only vowel you get is the letter Y. Now, that's probably easier in Scotland than in the rest of the world, but still not an easy feat. If I manage to get the letters in the right order...
It's not much of a sentence, by the way.
Arguably. Yeah, you do have a point. Right, there we go. Okay, cool. There we go. Okay, cool. Now, some sliding puzzles, because we all do love our sliding puzzles in point-and-click adventures. There we go. And a maze that is thankfully always the same. If I don't mess it up, right, straight, right, left, right, straight. Right, left, there we go. Okay, quick counting puzzle. Oh, that's easy.
Oh, wow. That is so lucky. One-click solution.
I don't think I've ever seen that. All right, now, off to the chess games, because there's a lot of chess puzzles. Here's the classic Queen's puzzle. Put 8 queens on a board. Next, we go to bishops, where we... Oh, this is the puzzle, the maze from earlier, by the way. Now we need to switch the positions of bishops without them being able to see each other. Rather difficult the first time you see it, but actually, since... we have light-colored and dark-colored bishops. It's basically the same puzzle twice on these squares of the board, which makes the puzzle significantly easier. But it takes a while to spot that. Is that right? I think that's right. Yeah. Okay, cool. There we go. Up next, a quick word puzzle where you can move across a board in steps of 3s and 5s and just have to make a sentence. The sentence, whoops, come on. The sky is ruddy. The solution sadly contains a swear word. Oopsie doopsie. Watch out, it's coming. Fate is... Whoop. Take the eye. There we go. And there's the swear word. Okay, cool.
Excellent.
We go back down, we throw spiders at a wall. This is, funnily enough, not the only octagon-based puzzle in this franchise that has spiders, but it's definitely the easier one. The one in 11th hour is a lot more difficult. Now we come to the telescope, which is usually the first puzzle people are confronted with. Sadly, it's impossible because there is no possible way of solving this one in particular because the people who made this game are jokesters. And that's basically the first chapter. If you want to divide it into chapters done, we come to the first RNG part of this game. This puzzle has a a 1 in 3 chance of being solvable. Let's see if this one is solvable. No, it's not.
And you have no control over that.
No, you do not.
And if you don't know what you're looking for, you won't know it's unsolvable until you can't do it.
That one... that looks all right. That looks all right to me.
That looks good.
That looks good. There we go. Nice. Okay, next is a set solution and the first, like, plot-relevant... Oh!
Whoopsie daisy.
Whoopsie! Right. We gotta be careful to click return, because if you click restart, the entire game resets. Right.
Oh.
Careful.
In fairness to Darkshoxx, this is a new and unfamiliar mouse. In point-and-click games, you don't like a new and unfamiliar mouse.
Yeah. Up here is menu. Up here, down here is reset game.
Reset the puzzle.
All right, cool. Next chess game, because we do love them. We now need to. Well, if I click on the right squares, we need to. That doesn't look right. Okay, we need to exchange the positions of these knights. In theory, in practice, there is a bug in the game that allows us to just rotate them by 90 degrees, or the pattern, which saves like 4 moves or 6 moves in the speedrun, which is good because we want to go fast. Up next comes another maze, which is fun to figure out because there's really not that much to do, but I've messed this up more times than I'd like to admit. Thank goodness. Right, now we do the same puzzle twice, once on cards and once on coins. We just have to move horizontally and vertically to uncover all of the cards, which is good fun actually. It's one of the easier puzzles on this one, and then we fall through the floor and oops, there we go. Oh wow, couldn't skip that. Strange. Okay, and now we do the exact same thing with. Wow, okay, cool, yeah, thing with coins. And a quick warning, this on the left might look like a German friendship wheel, but it's not. This game takes place in 1920, where this connotation was not existent at that time, and I'm German, I should know. Right, up next we come to the chapel, the puzzle with the most difficult to figure out rule set, because it all looks so easy, but if you know what you're doing, then everything's fine. And then we come to the actual microscope, which is the nightmare of everyone who's played this game. Mike, would you like to tell us about the microscope?
The microscope puzzle, in brief, works off the CPU. It gives the CPU an amount of time to calculate its response. That time is 4 seconds. Now, back in 1993, in like 386 and 486 processors, not a problem. Today's equivalent would be playing chess, giving me 4 seconds to think, in 93, and giving Magnus Carlsen 4 seconds to think. It's literally designed for like Pentium 80s, 100s, and if you're running on an Intel 5 gig, you have no chance of legitimately solving this puzzle. It is just way too far ahead of you.
There we go.
Fortunately, there is a fixed solution where you can just cheese it.
Exactly. Right, now we do another pattern recognition counting puzzle. All right, I gotta count a little 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then we have. I don't want to do math. Can you do it for me? 1, 2, 3. That's 0. Red, green.
That wasn't a very nice start.
1, 2. What? Everything's fine. I mean, in theory, it should be this. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Right. Now, a serious time for me, but we can have a couple of quick donations as long as I can hear myself. 1, 2.
All right. I have a $15 donation here from Jack DeHart saying, donating because I like seeing all the numbers matching up.
5.
Wait a minute. Oh well. Best of luck on the run. As a point-and-click runner too, I approve. Hope everyone is having a great UKSG, and shoutouts to the poker gang.
Excellent, thank you. Now, I'm going to try not to interrupt Darkshoxx as much as I can. This is a bit of a serious puzzle in the game, because it's basically Simon Says, and it has about 13, 14 different parts that you have to follow on it. If you make any errors, you're back to the beginning.
0.
And very annoyingly, the hit detection on the piano keys, particularly the sharps, is really horrible. So I'm going to shut up at this point and let him finish it off.
2. 3. 4. Okay, we're still good. 3, 4, 5. Hey. 3, 4, 6. final one, hopefully. And
excellent, well done. That is really, really painfully awkward puzzle to do.
I was thinking about something earlier. Everyone seems to enjoy the dogs. Maybe we should say hi to the dogs in this game. Oh,
The dogs scared the poop out of me the first time I played this game.
oh, am I skipping the dogs because I'm skipping the cutscene?
No, if you do the house and then you turn around, you do the house puzzle.
Do I need to do that? Oh, I see. I didn't know that. All right.
And I think if you turn around now, the
All
dogs...
right. Let's see. We get the doggos.
Yeah.
Yay! Pet the doggos.
Do not want to pet them.
All right, cool. All right, and that's the 7th guest done. And we move on directly to Myst. Right. Myst is what I would call a spoilerless speedrun because it takes usually under a minute. It's usually a really long game with intense puzzles, and it's really interesting. It's got beautiful graphics, at least for that time. I just missed that clicky box, and I got turkeyed, and I'm in the library. Cool. Okay, cool.
Having problems with that mouse, are you?
Yes, exactly. Blame tech. No. Right. The good thing is that all the solutions are already set, and there's next to no RNG in this, so we can just basically take all the information that we actually are supposed to get far later into the game and use them right away at the beginning to get this mysterious page. You don't know what this is, but you don't need to. You also don't need to know what I'm doing in this fireplace, or why I'm doing this particular pattern in particular. Yeah. I don't know why I'm doing this pattern, to be honest. Right. There we go. There we go. And quick skip. Now we wait. And we're there.
And we're
then
there.
We wait a little more. And then we hand Atris the page. You don't know who Atris is. I don't really know either. All right. And that's...
Two down, one to go.
Yeah, all right. Right. Now we come to a good one. This one can crash, but don't worry. We are prepared.
It's a very crash-happy game.
Yeah, indeed it is. Right, so we are Adrian. We just bought this tiny little house together with our husband, Don. So since we only just moved in, we got to explore the house, of course. We find a bunch of stuff. We enter rooms. We turn on the light, and we want to go to this basement here. But it's too dark down there. So, no, Adrian. What? Excuse me. Right. So we go down. Now we go down with the matches, and then we find the hammer.
A book of matches.
Right. We're going to need that hammer later, but for now, let's head back out, and we go into the lobby, into the whole grand area. It's a bit more of a house than just a cottage. Actually, that room is locked. That's not good. So let's go over to the realtor in the beautiful town of Nipawamset and tell him, hey, where's the key? He says, there's no key. We look in this drawer, and there's a key. So we go back out, and we go back to the, I was about to say hotel. No, to the house, and we go in. Oops. Where are you going? Adrian. There we go. This room is locked, and we have the right key, thankfully. There is a desk which has a figure. We go back here and into this fireplace, which is now missing a brick. We take a look at this figure. It's a letter opener. Cool. We can make our way into the fireplace, into the secret altar, the secret book on the secret altar, the secret box in the secret altar, and we have just unleashed an ancient curse, and we now have 6 chapters to fix that mess. Thankfully, the curse will not befall us. I can't say the same for our beloved husband. Anyway, we got a bit of money, so let's go into town and... Right, into the general store of Nipawamset, a lovely town. We pay him to get some drain cleaner, and while we're here, let's also... Where's that hitbox? There. Let's get a soup bone for the dog, because there's another dog in this game as well. We don't get to pet him, but we get to feed him at least. Right. All right, we go back home, and there is a shed, and in the shed there is... Ooh, there have been squatters here. That's not good. I wonder what our husband's going to say. All right, meet Don. We give him the drain cleaner, and he leaves, which is great, because we want to see as little as possible from him in this game.
It's the first time we give him the drain cleaner.
Yeah. And that's the... Is it crashed? No, it didn't crash. I'm still here. Keep playing. Can you still see it? Keep playing. Okay. Okay.
We're good, okay.
Right, okay.
Sorry,
So-
for anyone watching, we're just seeing something very different on the big screen, but the tech will sort that. You're
Right.
good.
Okay, so the squatters are now in the shed. We find them, and the step squatter is stuck here, so we help them out with this gallows thing, whatever. Oh, right, this nail. No, Adrian. There we go. Because that's what we picked up the hammer for, to now obtain the magical nail that will help us clear the rest of the game. Well, not necessarily all of it, but in the attic there is a door, and this door has a key on the other side of the keyhole. So we do the classic adventure game thing and poke it through. There we go. And then pick it up, from the other side with this poker. Now we have the key, and we open the door. Is that baby always screaming? Anyway, up here we look out the window, we look at this book, we take this book, and we know that there's someone in town, in Nipawamset, who used to live here, and we can ask him about this book. Adrian, where are you going? Up there, down here, and back into town of Nipawamset, and he's actually guarded by the dog. Feed the doggo. Feed
Again,
the doggo.
another dog you don't want to pet.
No, probably not. Right, he's also guarded by this housekeeper, so we show her the book. She lets us in, she lets us talk to the guy, and we can finally go back home to the end of the chapter. Chapter 4. Chapter 4 begins by us admitting that actually we kind of need those squatters because it's really not just a house, it's an entire mansion, as we have found out now. And so we need someone to clean all of it. We tell her what all the things we want cleaned. I don't think we'll see her again in the rest of the speedrun, but fun fact, she has a cameo in Phantasmystgoria too. Right, we tell her son that we can't reach that one island, and he says, no problem, I'll push over a tree, and then you can walk onto that island, and said and done, and the tree has become a bridge. Right, there is a telescope lens on the floor, suspiciously close to a telescope that needs a lens, so we look through the telescope, and we see another room in the attic that we should have access to, but somehow didn't. So and that's the only reason we go to that telescope. For some reason, the realtor had done a really bad job of telling us what room exists, and in this economy, a writer and a photographer can afford this gigantic mansion, which is great.
It's because it's cursed.
That's probably right. We see a wall, we tear down the wall, Mr. Gorbachev, and then we go in here, we find a secret box. In the secret box, we have a secret charm, brooch or whatever, and we take it back downstairs, which, of course, as we all know, ends the chapter. Next chapter. This begins with a really cool cutscene, but it's very, very long, and the cool part of the cutscene is the second part of the cutscene, so we can't show it. But it's a seance. The squatters have prepared a seance for us in the shed, so we go to the shed and we watch the seance. The upshot, it's over. The upshot of the seance is follow the dragon. So that doesn't help at all. But in this house, there's been a room. If you're playing this casually, you'll never know and never understand what is this stupid room. It does nothing. But now there's this statue here, and it projects a dragon. And really, apparently, you need the information to follow the dragon to then click on that dragon. Anyway, we are now in the back halls of the house or something. We look at the wonderful, I don't know, scythe chair on stage. We go backstage, take this book or picture or whatever up here, because we now need to go back down and go back into Nipawamset and tell the previous inhabitant of the house that we found this picture frame, because that's important for some reason. He lives here by the doggo. Oh, no more doggo. Okay. Sorry. But, all right, cool. Bring back the doggo. We go here to the antique store, and we talk to the lady. We look at her wares, and then we show her the brooch. There we go. And we get a crucifix as a... Oh, doggo.
There was a dog there.
Oh, we missed it. Where did we go? All right, that's in the end of the chapter. Okay, cool. Okay, final chapter. We are approaching the final showdown. We pick up a shard because we don't want to be unarmed in the final cutscene of in the final showdown of the game. The final showdown is a chase sequence that can end in a demise of ourselves or of a crash of the game. Let's hope for neither, but we are prepared.
Either's a possibility.
Yeah. to be honest, not that low of a likelihood. All right, we begin the final cutscene, the final chase. Don has gone full vampire. He has probably watched the previous game, so we need to defeat him as well. And the only solution...
We give him the drain cleaner
Exactly.
Except this time, rather than in his hand, we throw it in his face.
Exactly. And then we can get the book and whatever this book is and run out of the room. But he catches us, of course. Of course. He tapes us to the dying chair of death. And we show him the snowman. We pull the lever. He is now dead. Everyone in McKinney is dead. We go here. We go here. We click on the... We go here. Please don't crash. Oh, okay. I think we're good. Right. We put the book down. We go to the corpse. We put the thing we've just found from the corpse. We cut ourselves with this. And time in 3, 2, 1, time. All right, that's 3 point-and-click adventures in 20 minutes, and I believe we have met the donation incentive goal for the Taz, so we will be watching the Taz in a moment. Do we want me to do something in between? First of all, shoutouts to all the communities: the Mist Speedrunning community, the general Speedy Adventures community, and the 7th guest Trilobite speedrunning community. You'll find the Discords and everything everywhere. We have now seen how Phantasmystgoria is played in real life. I think my record is about 8 minutes 15, and we'll now see how that can play out if we tell a computer to do it. So, for those who are unaware of what a TAS is a tool-assisted speedrun. That means instead of being limited to the limitations of the human, with the human reactions and everything, we basically make a program run the game itself. So we control every frame, every input on every frame. This game is particularly good for that because you can basically have an input every other frame, because you can click down on one frame and release on the other frame, and then click down on the next frame to do the next thing. And there is very, very few unskippable cutscenes in this game, which means that the entire run gets broken down to a little over a minute and 20 seconds or something. Right, so that's what we are going to watch now. This is what it looks like when the game is executed in...
and don't go for a coffee or anything.
No. Blink and you'll miss it. TASes have to start from a fresh installation. That's why we see 2 intros as opposed to the other thing. And we're off. Adrian has... there's the hammer. We're in Nipah Womset. We've got the key. We can go back. We open the door. We are cursed. Second chapter. You will see that hallway upstairs very often. Drain cleaner. Yes. Yeah, the dog. Yes, spot the doggo. Blink. Whenever there's an unskippable cutscene, you'll see me moving the cursor around the screen when I just can't do anything. No other inputs are possible. Yeah, there you go. We've got the book. And there was the doggo, if you see it, if you saw him. Right, and that's that chapter. I don't even know which chapter we're in now. 3 or 4, something like that.
4, I think.
Yeah, telescope. Back upstairs. We got the charm, and that's the end of that chapter. This is the chapter with the seance, but I mean, it's not like you can see anything, even if we showed you the cutscene. Right. Well, I don't know. Oh, sorry. Yeah. We are preparing for the final showdown. We've picked up the shard. We pick up the snowman. We pet the skull in the bottom corner. And there's the final showdown. This is not skippable, so this is actually like probably the biggest part of the run. It's just this cutscene.
And that's the point of a TAS as well. You get the drain, you click on the drain cleaner on the absolute first frame possible.
Exactly. There's not much else you can do.
And even
here.
with TAS, he still captures you before you leave the room.
You literally you have no chance of getting it. Right. And time coming up in there you go.
And do you want to just explain why it switches to? Because when I originally saw this, even I asked why it switches, and there is an actual tech reason behind the quarter.
So why is this in quarter resolution and not in full resolution? This is a technical limitation coming from the fact that this game is emulated in ScumVM, which is controlled in libtas, which is the program which is run under Linux, which on my PC was run in WSL, so was actually running in Windows. So you've got this like huge stack of things. No wonder something's going to go wrong in between. And whatever I tried in other games, I couldn't make TASes of them when it had cutscenes in full screen. But this one can switch to quarter screen, so I can make a full TAS of this one. And if someone from maybe a libtas or a ScumVM would try to fix the bug together with me, I'm happy to help, and then I would make a lot of more lovely little TASes for our communities.
Because it is currently an issue that's standing in your way from other games.
Yes, I've tried so many, and there are so many games. I mean, mostly FMV games, so they have full video cutscenes, and therefore that will crash either the ScumVM or the or the lip test, sadly, currently. All right, but also shout-outs to the Tassus community. They're awesome. They're super helpful, and yeah, cool. That was me, and that was Mike. Thanks for watching.
All right, thank you very much for that run. That was a really fun showcase of a really interesting point-and-click adventure. We do
say the name.
Sorry.
Say the name.
Oh, it's the 7th Phanta. You can read it there. That one. That one.
Yeah.
That was a bit of a mean move on my part. I'm sorry.
When I first submitted that, and I saw, only Mist was accepted, and then it was relabeled as 7th Phantasmystgoria. I was like, okay, all 3 games got accepted, but in a weird way.
Just before you head out.
Thank you.
Just before you head out, though, we do have one last donation for you. It comes from Lara Jade. It's $10.
Oh,
It's $10 saying good luck on the pointing and clicking shocks, and that goes towards the Pet the Orange Dog incentive for Turnip Boy commits tax evasion. Thank you very much for your donation, and of course, thank you Shocks for your run. It was a lovely showcase, and thank you Howlin' Mad Mike for commentary.
Thank you very much, Shocks, for having me.
Until next time.
Until next time, we were just going to take a short intermission, but the next run coming up will be True Crime New York City by Dino95 HD, and that will be in just a little bit. But for now, go get some water, go stretch your legs out, and we'll be right back shortly.